My name is Harry Herington. I graduated in 1993 from the University of Kansas School of Law, and I'm currently the CEO and Chairman of the Board of NIC. KU was the only school I applied to. I was born in Wichita, Kansas. I am a solid Kansan through and through. In 1990, I was a police officer in Wichita and decided to go to law school. And in my opinion, there's only one law school in Kansas. My favorite memory in law school was my small section. I was a summer starter, and so we had a group of about 60. And it was that first semester, all that passion that you have. Everybody that came in and they were just ready to solve all the legal problems in the world. It's quite interesting with how I use my law degree. Individuals look at me and say, well, are you no longer practicing law? And in reality, I'm not practicing law. However, I use my law degree every day. As the CEO of a publicly traded company, I have to deal with securities law. I have over 700 employees, so I'm dealing with HR issues. I'm dealing with tax laws. I'm dealing with contract negotiations, and that's a lot part of my job is contract negotiations. NIC is the dominant provider of eGovernment solutions throughout the country. What that means is we provide access to government services online, via mobile, via the web, via kiosk, to the citizens and businesses in the country. We have contracts with over 30 state governments and federal government and local governments. My career path at NIC it started at law school. When I was in law school, I was a struggling police officer at the time. Had an opportunity to work at the computer lab. And so I ran the computer lab at the law school. That was my first introduction to technology. I'd never touched a computer before. What was interesting is I came out of law school, I represented all of the cities in the state of Kansas. I was Associate General Counsel for the League of Municipalities. And that gave me a really good understanding of government and the legal issues surrounding government. And then I was able to leverage that knowledge as well as my experience with computers and help found the national company that I now am the CEO of. One of the things I tell my employees all the time is you've got to find a way to give back to your community. I decided that I wanted to find a way outside of my career to give back to the community. Being former law enforcement, I created a mission where I'm riding a motorcycle to all 50 state capitals, raising money for families of fallen police officers. We lose between 130 and 170 officers every year in this country. And so my mission is to raise awareness for the dangers of law enforcement, and it's a way to give back. As you can tell, I've got a pretty good motorcycle collection. Right behind me is the motorcycle that Bill Self rode into Fog Island during late night at the Fog last year. Behind me on the other side, I've got the motorcycle I ride all over the country. It's a memorial bike for the fallen officers, and then I have a couple of others that get me around town. Since I still live in Lawrence, I have the opportunity to stay connected with several of my classmates, plus several graduates of KU Law School, throughout the years, as well as my office is just 20 miles from Lawrence. I have my own legal department there. Half of my legal staff are KU graduates, including my general counsel. So I stay very connected with the University of Kansas School of Law, and we recruit from there. Again, there's only one law school in the state of Kansas, and that's the University of Kansas School of Law. I'm very proud to be a Jayhawk. When I looked at coming to school, I never even considered going out of the state. I mean, there was just the University of Kansas, and I wanted to be a Jayhawk attorney.